Hey everybody, it's Mike. It's July 4th weekend, 2015, and we are making some beef and cheddar pepper sticks today. I've got everything here in front of me, but I'm missing one thing. If I could, let me introduce my wonderful assistant.
Hi!
Ta-da!
I'm Ryan.
Come around, Ryan. Let's show the people what we're doing today. This is the pepper stick mix that I got from Frisco Spices. It's got everything you need to do your batch of sticks, including a little bit of pink cure. That's what Ryan's going to add to about 4 cups of cold water. And then she's going to stir that up really good so that it's all mixed in really good. We've got about 25 pounds of hamburger in here. It's about 80-20 mix. And we're going to start this going in our mixer. Turn it on. And to that, Ryan, if you wouldn't mind, please add the pepper stick mix. Now again, this has got all the mix and all the salt and everything you need to do your batch of 25 pounds. I always cut the hamburger back about 1 pound to 2 pounds because I think it concentrates the flavor a little bit more with the spice mix. But 25 pounds is great, whatever you want to do. You can use a mix of venison, keep it all beef if you want. We've done both. They always turn out great. Okay, so we've got our spice mix added. And now we are going to add, I always like to doctor them up a little bit too. I can't follow a recipe, just tell the cameraman. Let's add the cracked black pepper. I've got about 5 tablespoons of cracked black pepper. This is really coarse grind stuff. Thank you. I've got about 3 tablespoons of crushed red pepper, and she's going to add that in there too. And I've got about 3 tablespoons of whole mustard seed, and that goes in. Okay, to that we're going to add the water that Ryan was mixing with the cure. We need a little bit of moisture in here because we're going to lose a lot of moisture when we smoke it. So she's just going to pour that in kind of slowly like that. This way, and make sure, just a second, there's a little bit left in the bottom. Just get that going. Stir it up a little bit with my fingers. Just don't use metal. Fingers are good. We'll get that added in there. Thank you, Miss Ryan. You are a wonderful assistant. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to let this go for about 5 or 10 minutes. It's going to start to change colors a little bit because that cure is going to start reacting with the meat and start preserving that meat. So it'll kind of get more of a brownish, grayish color, which is what you want. The other thing that's going to happen is it's going to get really sticky. Right now it's not sticky at all, but it's going to get, so it sticks on your fingers, it'll stick to everything. That's the protein breaking down in the meat as it gets mixed. And that's what we want to see. We want really sticky mix. So again, we add that water because if it's too sticky, we can't get it through our stuffer. So we'll let that go for a second, and then what we'll do is we'll add the cheese. I'll show you that in just a second. We need to let this go first before we add the cheese, but I'll show you that in just a second. We'll be right back. Okay, we've been mixing for about almost 10 minutes now. The meat's starting to get a little bit of a darker color, and it's starting to get a little stickier. Let me turn this on for just a second. You can kind of see how it's kind of getting a little stringy, so it's starting to get sticky. So if my assistant wouldn't mind getting her hands in there, tell me how sticky that is and show us what that looks like there, assistant. And it sticks to everything. That's what we want. So now she may go wash her hands. Well, she doesn't need to. Alright, now we're going to sprinkle in the cheese. I will advise anytime you're making beef sticks, pepper sticks, you must add cheese. What do you think, assistant?
You don't add cheese, it just doesn't taste right.
And there you have it. Okay, so we're going to get this cheese added, and then we're going to move to the stuffer, and we'll be right back in a few minutes. Bye. Okay, so we're getting ready to stuff these. I've got some 21mm collagen casings on here. They work the best, I think, in my opinion. Collagen's really easy to work with. It doesn't have any flavor or anything. We've got a 5-pound lem stuffer. I will point out about the lem stuffers that they've got metal gears. If you get a stuffer, get one that has metal gears and not plastic ones. So this is where it's nice having an assistant because she'll help. I'll kind of hold the tension on the casings and she'll kind of guide everything as we put it into our meat bin. And essentially, you don't want to pack them too tight because they'll burst, but and then it makes a mess. But this is looking really good, and this is all we got to do for now, and we'll be back when we're ready to put them in the smoker, and we'll see ya. Bye. Hey guys, we're finishing up these sticks today. I let them go overnight. I usually like that. They kind of harden up a little bit and let the flavors melt a little bit too. Put them in the smoker this morning about 8 o'clock. It's a little afternoon now. They finally got up to temperature about 165. I smoked these with hickory pellets, and I think they turned out pretty good. So let's take a look at these really quick. And I'm going to pull some of these out, and you can see it turned out pretty good. They've got great color, and what we'll do next is let those cool. Usually, I don't know, a couple hours, get them cooled down, and then I'll cut them and package them and throw them in the freezer. And these things are awesome, I'm telling you. I hope you get a chance to try some out yourselves. Let me know if I can help with anything. See ya.